Okay, good morning, folks. Welcome aboard. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam asher hakol yivareh
Amen.
l'chaim. Okay. Okay. So this is a life of Sarah, 100-year, 20-year, 7 years, plural. These are the years of the life of Sarah. So the first two are mentioned as year, singular, and then 120 and 7 is mentioned as in plural form. Furthermore, it repeats at the end of the verse. This is the years of the life of Sarah, where the first words this is the life of Sarah. So he explained 100 is a completion. It's what crowns the person. We're talking about the makeup of the soul here. And the soul, in its crown, which means a transcendence to the soul, as the crown transcends the person, refers to the inner dimension of the crown is pleasure. The external is will. Will is external because external means how you extend yourself, and will extends itself to what it desires. Pleasure doesn't extend itself. Pleasure is just from within you and your pleasure, right? What your pleasure is really indication of who you are deep down. What you want is like the word wanting, meaning lacking and seeking something more. So that's outside of you, and hence, in that sense, it is the external aspect of crown. Again, crown means transcendence. Um, so, Kesser, meaning again crown, that is encompassing the person. What's the person? What's the makeup of the person is 10 powers of the soul as 10 attributes of the divine, 3 intellectual and 7 emotional. So that's the 10. The way it's coupled with 10, that's 100. Then we have 20. And it's a single unit, so it's called Mea Shana, 100-year, because it's like one unit. It's unified. It's the way the 10 powers of the soul are unified. Then you have 20. 20 refers to Chachma and Bina. Chachma and Bina are like inseparable friends. Yeah, from a seed will grow, will grow the plant, the tree. From this seed of the father will bear the child, will develop, well, through the woman will as she will develop it. So the two come together. Chachma is the seed of an idea, and Bina is the development of it, right? So man and woman, it's Chachma and Bina, and they, in a sense, inseparable. Because if you have a seed and it doesn't develop into something, then in the end, it's nothing, right? If you have an idea and you don't develop the idea, in the end, the idea is nothing. And the development of the idea is only based on the original seed of an idea. Shkoyach. It's only based on the original seed of an idea. Uh, sorry, just a brief moment. I need to make this call. Hi. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, sorry about that. So, um, yeah, so that, yeah, Chachma and Bina come together. So that's 20, because each one, how it incorporates the other, and that's why it's one unit. 20 year, not 20 years in singular. And then you'll have seven. Seven are the seven emotions. That is Sheva Shanim, is seven in plural years. Because when it comes to emotions, you have, you have extreme distinction in emotions. Yeah, chesed, loving kindness, which embraces, and then you have gevura, strength, power, that holds back. They're very much separate. And this is what it means. 7 years. Now the verse continues and it says, this is the years of the life of Sarah. So what does that mean? Right, we said it's repetitive at the end of the verse because we say that at the beginning of the verse. Remember, we're learning this on a mystical dimension. As we'll see, Rashi has a different explanation according to the simple meaning. Because on the simple meaning, there's also an issue over here. How is it that when you say someone's 127 years old, you say 127 years, right? But here it's 100 year, 20 year, and 7 years. They're separated, right? It's not the normal way to say that. So that itself, right, is an indicator that each one is an idea for itself. It's not just coming to say a number here. The number is an indicator of something much more. That's even on the simple meaning, as we'll see in a moment, as what Rashi explains. But in any case, on this mystical level, the words Chayes Sarah, this is the years of the life of Sarah, that comes after, means after you've worked on the makeup of your soul, which the makeup of the soul is that which encompasses soul, pleasure, and will, Kesser, crown, and that's aligned with the divine. What's your pleasure? Is not the coffee, but the Chassidus. Right? You eat to live. So you could, study Chassidus, do a mitzvah. That's your pleasure, which then creates a will that you seek the mitzvah. You seek the learning, right? That's the will that it produces, right? If that's aligned with the divine. If your pleasure is the coffee, then you just seek out, the best coffee so you could have that pleasure, right? Then you use your mind, your ingenuity of the mind, and develop that ingenuity of how am I going to seek out the best coffee that gives me pleasure, or how am I going to make sure that I got a good night's sleep and that I'm going to be awake to learn Chassidus in the morning. That will be aligned with the divine because that's my will. Why is that my will? Because that's my pleasure. And then, of course, that will bring to your midos, to your emotional makeup, based on your understanding of Chachma and Bina, right? It will then, through Das, it will connect to the emotions. Then it'll bring an emotional appeal, which will be, let's say, the passion that you feel for learning Chassidus. See how it all, and when you're aligned with all that, then you come to a higher level, which is the years of the life of Sarah, which is something greater than the three dimensions that we just mentioned: crown, mind, and emotion. What's that? Okay, that's where we're going to go with this, right? There's something even more than that, more than even your pleasure. It's that itself, right? Think about it. Think about, that you're here learning. Why? And based on what we learned till now, hopefully, it's because this is your pleasure. It's more pleasurable than, now being on your phone and being on, I don't know, Instagram or doing something else that would be a pleasure. Right, which then, as mentioned, just to see the Ishtalshalis, the chain here of events, or not events, of the the makeup of the soul, and how, right, from that pleasure of learning Chassidus and connecting to Hashem through this learning, that creates a will for it. That will then is all encompassing together with that pleasure. It's all encompassing. That's why it's called crown. What does it encompass? It encompasses the 10 powers of the soul. First, it encompasses the intelligence of Chachma and Bina, right? That work in a unified way. That now you use your intelligence and how to achieve, that desire. So how don't you? So that that can be developed in so many different levels. Like just right now, that desire, right? How do you that the intelligence that you have, like from the will that brings about and incorporates one's chachma and bina, is that there's a great focus on the learning to get it, to understand it, to grasp it. Because when it comes to learning, that's what's needed, or from the intellectual perspective, at least. Before the learning, what do you need? You have to want it. Because just imagine right now, folks. Let's say you're really focused, but you don't want this. Guess what? You won't engage your intelligence appropriately because you don't want it. Not only that, you won't be aligned with getting it. You won't get it because since you don't want it, what will happen is that you'll taint it, the teachings, in a way that will suit the fact that you don't want it, right? I have that on when we learn Tanya. I don't know what's going on TikTok exactly, but the Tanya class is on TikTok, and oh gosh, like people coming on there, I guess because they see a guy that looks Jewish, right? And so you have whatever, people that they don't want the teachings, they just want to espouse their da 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 da, whatever. You get the message, right? So they're not grasping the teachings. So I just gently say, listen, you're coming here, comes, but they don't want it. Why don't want it? Because that's not what their pleasure is. Right. So, but now that's what you want. So now you use your mind to truly want to understand the truth of the teachings. To use your mind in a way to, really focus and get it. And then what? And from there, you bring it from there. Thank you very much. From there, what do? You bring it from there. You bring it into your emotions, right? That emotionally it's soothing. Emotionally, it's there's a passion, a fire, or a sense of embrace, right? Chesed would be an embrace, and the left side is Gvura's fire, the passion. And that's what it will develop. After all that is said, guess what? There's more. What that more is, to be continued. Folks, today we begin our campaign for Chabad Zichron. Probably, I hope you got an email about it. Not you will. It's a matching campaign, our once a year campaign. We need everybody to help and participate, to be a part of it. Everything that's given is doubled. So please be generous. If you're in the States, you can give in US dollars and get a US tax receipt, which is great. And most importantly, will give us another year of being able to be, able to do what we got to do here daily with peace of mind. So reach in to your heart. That will allow you to reach up to the heavens so we can reach out together and bring people closer to Hashem. So if you didn't get